Start your engines, hear the crowd. Talking racing now, we're revving loud. Yeah. From Daytona nights to Talladega days, we're chasing rumors, hearing what they say. Pit crews hustle, tires burning fast. News and whispers, nothing's gonna pass. Talking racing now, we're hitting the track. Nascar stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. From rookie rides to legends known, victory lanes and dynasties grown. We'll spin the tails, where speed's alive. Every week the racing vibes survive. NASCAR stories, no looking back. Engines roar and the fans all cheer. Every lap we're bringing the latest here. Green flags flying, hear the sound. Talking racing now, the best show around.
We are live. It is Monday, 7 p. The place to be. It is the Squared Circle Digest, and a lot to get to. We weren't here to recap really the Nashville race, and then we'll talk Michigan. But the NASCAR community lost another great person and gentleman, Ned Jarrett. So I want to do a little bit. I don't know if you have anything you'd like to say, Spencer, but I have a little piece that I drummed up here, and I'm going to kind of
Sure.
through his accolades for those that may not have understood what Ned Jarrett meant to NASCAR.
Yeah, I'd just say that Ned Jarrett was one of the voices of NASCAR growing up for me.
Time frame,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, yeah.
Yeah. Growing up, Ned was one of the voices. I believe he was on MRN, right? Like,
Yeah.
I didn't obviously see him race, but I'll talk about him a little later too, because I want to talk about the number 11.
Okay. All right. Good deal. His early career, racing early 50s, earned a reputation for smooth, calculated driver rather than aggression, which later became why he picked up the nickname Gentleman. Championship success, 2 NASCAR Grand National titles in 61 and 65. The 65 season, 13 wins, 42 top fives, and a record-setting 14-lap victory margin at Darlington, which is still the largest in NASCAR history and will remain that way. And what was crazy was he won the title in 65. He stepped away from racing in 66 at 34 years old so they could focus on the family and business. He became a voice of NASCAR in the 70s to the 90s. Calm, insightful commentary, help fans understand the sports strategy and heart. And then, of course, who can forget the 93 Daytona 500 win for his son?
Yeah, that was awesome.
There's two iconic calls. This one, and then Michael Waltrip's, which is for another reason.
With DW, yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Darrell Waltrip on Michael Waltrip's win. I'm sorry, I misspoke there. I apologize. He was inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2011. As I said earlier, known for his sportsmanship and humility, earning him the nickname Gentleman Ned. And, of course, his son, Dale Jarrett, is a NASCAR champion himself. Ned Jarrett's story is one of grace, excellence, and enduring love for racing. A man who proved that success and kindness can share the same lane. So there's a little bit of Ned Jarrett for those that may not have. And, of course, the car that won yesterday was the number that was driven by Ned Jarrett. And I won't dive into that because apparently you have something for that, so I will wait on that. Let's dive back to Nashville if we can, Spencer. Let's start there. for you, your thoughts on what was an explosive race.
Yeah, it was a good race. Let's pull out the old notes because this was a while ago. So yeah, Denny goes first to last, which is apparently what he does now. Yeah, apparently that's what he does now. If I remember correctly, I think Nashville got in the high 80s on the good race, bad race poll.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a fun race.
That finish was great. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. 3 wide going out to the end, and I mean, the whole thing was kind of explosive. We got a lot of, if I remember correctly, I think we got a lot of accidents early, right? Which kind of
explosions. The
rotors
exploded. Ross Chastain. Then you had SVG on there. Like, hey, should I be worried because they're Trackhouse teammates? And they said no. We did a different package. Yeah, I mean, and then the Austin Dillon fiasco with Chris Buescher. I think taking him out when he went down, and then he retaliated and took out. But again, it didn't really. If you watch it, he let off. But it just so happened it was.
He was following him into the corner. I mean, TJ Majors was pretty sure that it was intentional.
Yeah, because Austin Dillon took out Keselowski later in the race, and everybody was like, "Oh, it was a retaliation for what happened earlier." But I don't believe so because when you watch it, he was lifted. He just wasn't lifted enough, and went into the back of Brad, and the rest is, as we say, history.
Yeah, and BK and Austin Dillon, they have a little history, so that's not surprising that there would be a little dust up there, or that the interpretation of the dust up would be that it would be intentional from the other side. So, hey, listen,
history, but it's just like it's not always.
This is what we're looking for.
It happens. Yeah. No,
this is what we're looking for. This is the good stuff.
It gives it some good stuff, man.
This is mid-season frustration. This is people falling. This is people trying to climb. This is fighting for position. This is what points gives you. This is
what the chase does. This
is what the chase does. This is what points gives you. This is what getting rid of one and done does. This is awesome.
Yeah, the thing with the whole thing is, look, you may not win the race, but if you can pick up points throughout and have good finish, you're going to leave on a good points day, and that can help you tremendously over winning the race. I mean, yeah, you always want to win the race, but some of these teams might not be in position to win the race, so they got to try to get the points as they get them. And we've seen, I mean, we'll talk about it in a little bit, but the points race is heated up a little bit.
Bit.
And now it's if Hamlin can get as many points as he got this race, and bad stuff happens to Tyler Reddick, he could leap him.
Yeah, he's running out of gimmies, right? Yeah. You only get a couple, especially when the people behind you race well. So I think Denny gained 46 points on him this week. I think he got 58, and Tyler Reddick got 12 because he got the stage one in the first stage, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's right. He won the first stage, so I forgot about that. Yeah. But where he finished, he would have only picked up, I think,
2.
Yeah. If he does
2.
that, that's a 54-point swing, and I think Hamlin's behind by 51 now or 52.
Yeah, so he'd be in the 40s. But yeah, it's right there. And we're about halfway through the regular season, so this thing is not absolutely tied up in any way, shape, or form. And what we also know is we don't know who else is going to get hot, right? I mean, Tyler Reddick started out 4 out of the first 5, right? And got another one at Kansas, and now Denny's got popped off 2, and I think he had an earlier one, if I remember correctly. So he's at 3
out of the last 2 races. So it's not like it's one of those things to where sometimes it's just the luck.
Yeah,
and he's been involved in 2. You saw the frustration yesterday in the garage when he got out, and he looked upset, man. Like he was like, "Here we go," like kind of like this is what happened last year,
right?
Like in a way, it's like, oh, forget what happened all the other good times leading up to this, but I'm remembering now, like how quickly this can disappear. But Nashville, man, they got the restart, 4 laps to go, and JGR 1, 2, 3. And
did you see the difference between the Nashville and Dover as far as riding the high line? it wasn't as fruitful, like
Uh,
we didn't see the chasing and we didn't see running up into the gray as much. And
yeah, but I do wonder if
the
that
bottom line
happened
ended up
because
being
of
the winning
all
line.
the explosion on the rotors. I mean,
Yeah.
could it, and again, what scared me the most, I'm not going to lie to you, I thought, because when they're going to the final lap, I don't know if you caught this, there's just smoke everywhere. I was like, oh no, they're going to throw a yellow and the race is going to be over. Or no, yellow at that point would have been a restart. And I was like, oh, and sure enough, they kept it going. It ended up being Kyle Larson getting into the pits. And right as he hit the pit area, I guess the engine or whatever happened, it just went up in smoke.
Oh, wow.
And when they drove by, all you saw was smoke. And I was like, who's on fire or what happened? I thought, honestly, it almost looked like somebody slid into the barrel. You remember like the barrel used to make all that smoke or something? But then they showed I think somebody recorded it and was like, here's what you saw, because you couldn't have tell by the TV angle what actually happened. And it was Kyle Larson getting to the pit area and then kind of just
Exploding.
smoke, yeah. And then I was like, shoo, and they kept it going, and then they take the white flag, and they're 3 wide going into 1 and 2. Well, 1 definitely. Getting to 2, it kind of slacked off where the 19 fell back a little bit, enough to kind of disrupt, who was it at that time?
Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell, yeah, the 20. And then Hamlin was able
Denny
to
cleared him, and that was it.
Yeah, once Hamlin cleared him, it was over. And the Music City. And and on a day when again it was celebrating Kyle.
Yep.
And
Did you see Amazon cut away right before the bow?
Yeah.
It's like, that's coming. What are you doing?
Yeah, again, it's one of those things where I feel like they wanted that moment caught so they could put it on social media instead of live.
Maybe.
I felt like it was like, hey,
Maybe.
because like you said, I mean, everybody all weekend was doing the bow. You knew what was coming. So, like, it's one of those things, though. I like the prime races better than.
I was about to say, you want to talk about Prime?
Yeah, we can.
I mean, Junior is killing it, right?
Yeah, I like
He is
him and
awesome.
Lacarte.
He's
Him and
awesome.
Lacarte are very good off of each other, chemistry-wise. One's talking about one thing, and then he kind of explains what he would do as the crew chief talking to the driver. You got both there, and I think, and again, I'm not taking anything away from what Larry McReynolds and those guys do, but when they're talking, it's 2 drivers in the booth. It's not you're getting the angle, and then they're like, oh, Larry, what would you do? And then they cut away to Larry. Like, at this point, you're getting, and Steve will jump right in and be like, well, as a crew chief, this is what I'm doing. And then Dale sometimes agrees with them, and sometimes like, well, as a driver, I don't want that.
Right.
And again, they work together too, so
they've got the chemistry. They know each other very well.
Yeah, and what's his name just stays out. Alexander just kind of stays out of the way every once in a while, throws in his liners when he needs to, and if something's lagging a little bit, he'll throw in something to, there's times yesterday where the race was kind of like, okay, and then he would just throw something in to kind of look around and stuff. So I think it's very good chemistry from them. And let me tell you something, man. I love Corey LaJoy. I like him on the pre and the post, just kind of, giving his aspect on things, and coming from driving in the trucks or whatever the day before, like he was saying some of the things, he's like, I didn't think that would be possible for Hamlin at the time. Again, as they were moving up, he's like, well, Hamlin's already up to 7th or 8th by the end of the stage, and it's like, but I didn't see that as I was driving. And again, trucks and Cup, 2 different animals, but it's cool having that experience of driving, and then the fact that they throw in, I know they're doing the Where in the World is Carl Edwards, and they kind of do that when he's on vacation or whatever, and then they substitute him with, you had Martin Truex here this week, you had Mark Martin last week. I like what they're doing. I get it. They only have to do 5 races. They don't have to do 16 or 7 or whatever, 10 races or whatever else. But still, I feel like they're making the most out of these races. I like the coverage that they're given.
So the coverage is good, but to be honest with you, for me, it's just the call. I mean, Dale Jr. is bringing energy. And he's kind of almost doing play-by-play for long periods of time. I mean, it's
Well, he's taking over and not giving.
he's not giving it up, and they're letting him go, and he's electric. He's really good. I wish it was more than 6 weeks. That's all I can say. I'll be sad when it's over.
He probably will be on the. Last year he did the TNT one too.
Did he?
They hired him on to do the TNT.
God, I hope that happens again,
So it
because
was
he
like
is electric.
Reed, and then because he wasn't on NBC last year, right? He was not on NBC, so I think it was last year he did the other part of it too, the TNT and the Prime. Because I almost feel like they use the same people.
Maybe. So all right. So the TNT part, that's where they do the in-season tournament, right?
Yeah, and Larry Mack is on that one as well. But I think it was Junior, and it might have changed this year too, though. But I'm not 100% sure now. I'm having a brain fart on this.
Either way, the more Dale I can get on the mic, the better.
Yeah,
It's plain and simple. More Dale, excited Dale. Hey, I mean, maybe that's the difference between being at the track and not being at the track.
Maybe. I mean, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to spell broadcasters. All right, so the TNT NASCAR team, it's the same team. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Steve Letarte, and Adam Alexander.
Awesome.
Marty Snyder, Danielle Trotta, Alan Cavana, Shannon Spake, Jamie McMurray, and Parker Kligerman.
Excellent.
For the studio team. The pit reporters are Marty Snyder, Danielle Trotta, and Alex Cavanaugh. And then, so.
Nice.
That's pretty much the same thing. They do the in-season challenge alt. Oh, that's what it is. So the in-season challenge altcast, which is available on True TV, is hosted by Larry McReynolds and Jeff Burton.
Okay.
So they have that alternate panel there on that channel. So.
Well, wherever Dale is, that's where I'll be listening.
Yeah. The Denny Hamlin jump. What did you think of that?
Oh, the restart?
Oh my goodness, man.
You know, there's
not the restart. That was the start of the race.
the start. Sorry, yeah, the start of the race. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Junior got in his head when he asked him,
I don't know. It was
what
like,
it would take.
Hamlin's like, I just messed up. I missed it.
Yeah.
I started going, man. I mean, it was.
Yeah,
like
I was looking at the concrete because asphalt, sometimes has discolorations in it, and I'm like, is there some sort of discoloration that he's mistaking? I didn't necessarily see anything. It looks like there may be a bump about there, because I know there's a bump coming out of that corner, but I think it was a little bit further back. I don't know. I think he just messed up. I think it is what it is.
No, he took it. He took the accountability. He was like, I just messed. I took off.
Yeah.
But the memes were great. It was the one of the guy on the track where he runs and he starts running and then he fires the pistol for the other guys.
Yes, from Borat, right?
Is it Borat? Yeah, I can't remember those silly movies like that. I don't think I've watched Borat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know if it's Borat, but it's one of his movies.
It was. It probably was.
It was him doing it. So
Yeah, I mean, and that put him to the back of that race and got to the front. And then yesterday, Michigan.
yeah,
He wins the pole. They need to do some repairs to his car to make sure he can make it through the whole race. If you heard the conversation, I thought it was pretty cool. Where I think it was Earnhardt that asked him, like, "You guys get the pole. Why do the changes and go to the back?" He's like, "Well, we didn't feel that the car would hold up through the whole race, and we took our medicine basically, got the changes, and went to the back of the field." And the first stage, it didn't look like Hamlin was going to be able to move. He didn't move a lot.
no, he was kind of mired in like the mid to late 20s.
Yeah. Yep. And then by which Reddick won stage one. And
To be fair, the first stage was also like 45 laps, and we had quite a few cautions in the middle of it.
yeah, again, Connor Zilic 9 laps in on this race. He wrecked on lap 4, and then finally got taken out on lap 9, or not taken out. He took himself out.
Yeah,
Lap 9. And man, let me tell you something, man.
It's hard.
And I could see Junior was like, "Oh, dude, I feel for this kid." Like,
well, it's one of his drivers.
no, I know, but it's like I talk to him every week and try to tell. But when that interview happened,
He's dejected.
just see it, man. Like that's not the Connor Zillage you saw the beginning of the year or nothing else. It's starting to build, and I'm wondering if he getting it in his own head, man. Because I know Michigan's tough coming out of 2. We saw, other cars lose it on their own. Veteran Cup drivers that have been driving Cup for a while, and then he hit that spot, and I don't know exactly the same spot, but it looked like the same area both times where the car just took off on him.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are.
Yeah, there's not much you can say about it.
No, there's not. There's not. It's just I feel for the kid, and it's like I don't know. I don't know. Like Junior said, he's like, I talked to him and everything else, but what do you say? Like, what can you say if you're those guys? Like, hey, you got to keep the car on the track and finish the race. Well, I would love to do that. I'm not doing my job right now. I can't do it. So they had that. Then we had Reddick won stage 1. Oh, lap 26, there was an incident. Ty Gibbs on pit road with Ryan Preece, and Ty Gibbs was upset on the radio, but not at Ryan Preece. It seemed like he was upset at his guys because they said lane one.
Yep.
One lane. He goes one lane, and all of a sudden, Preece is there. And it's like, and I guess it's happened before listening to the coverage. The great.
It happens all the time. It's hard.
But two actual Ty Gibbs, this is the second or third time on pit road where he's had issues when he's coming out. And I'm starting to wonder if it's it's got to be a miscommunication on them.
Well, yeah, if you're pulling out and somebody's there, and obviously you can see there are 3 pit boxes in front of you, they're coming in.
Yeah.
And
but
you got 2 options. You can hit them, or you can hold for just a second and then go.
Yeah. And the thing was, though, they only took the right sides. Ty Gibbs took the right sides. They dropped, and he took off. And Priest was coming in because you automatically think they're going to go around to go all 4. Gibbs only took 2. But I think the anger, at least listening to what Letarte and them said, was more directed at the spotter as far as you told me I could go up a lane, and I go up a lane, and I'm getting ran over, and he's like, he killed it. And that wasn't the actual part that killed him that day. But there was a storm of brewing in Michigan.
Yeah.
In lap 83 in stage 2, the hurricane hit Michigan, buddy. What did you think of that move? Was it too soon?
I don't know. I really want him to be aggressive. I like it.
It's good talk. It's good talking.
He had a good car, and he was doing what he needed. I don't know. Is it too soon? It's probably too soon. Is it too soon? Yeah, it's probably too soon. It's not even stage 3.
Michigan, and the fans are going crazy for him, and he knows it's his home track.
Yeah. He was desperate to get that win in Michigan.
And also, and look, in his defense, which, whatever, but they did check up. So he went to go out, they all checked up, and then there was nowhere for him to go. But he was already trying to go 3 out, and then he went back up and kind of hit John Hunter Nemechek and took out a whole host.
It was interesting how the chain reaction went forward and not backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
That was interesting. We don't see that all the time.
Well, I think what happened is the 42 looked like he jetted up and got the back end of one of the cars, and then it kind of like slingshotted people. It was weird because you also had later on in the race that Christopher Bell Chase Elliott. That was like a slingshot.
Oh,
they're side by side, and then just goes up and took out. I think it was him and Christopher Bell.
Yeah, it was Christopher Bell.
HER said today that they're looking at his wrist and his ankle.
Yeah, I saw he left the track wrapped up on his arm.
Yeah.
I mean, he got out and he walked away. So
that was a jolt, man. Both those guys. I mean, it was like you took the air off, and then I don't know if Elliott corrected or the car it went out and then just up. Like there was.
So I did hear Elliott talk about it, and what he was saying is that he got loose. He knew he was going to get loose. He committed to spinning, and if you see the car, it kind of does the thing with the back, and it's like, all right, he's about to start spinning, right? And he's like, I just committed to spinning, and like the best thing I can do is spin. Everybody's going to see it, and then try to drive down the track as quickly as possible. Hopefully I don't hit the wall. Hopefully nobody hits me. I mean, that's all you can do. Yeah. But when he's about to spin, it like it caught and it turned. And when it turned, it went straight up into Christopher Bell and just took him out. If you go back and watch it, you can see how he's like, okay, this car is getting loose and the back end is about to take him in a circle, right? And it just didn't. It just didn't. I don't know how that happened, but something caught, and next thing you know, that front end turned, and it was over.
And the interesting thing that reason I noted that was stage 1 winner, Tyler Reddick, taken out.
Yeah.
Stage 2 winner, Chase Elliott, not around for the finish of the race. Neither one of them. And again, this ended up becoming an attrition race, and this is where I want to go with this.
2 of the people I picked. I was feeling really good about my picks until 2 of them got taken out.
Yeah, well, mine were, I had Buescher, Gibbs. They were taken out. Well, Gibbs was taken out in that wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Buescher, I think, was actually taken out in that wreck, too.
He ended up scoring for you, but yeah. Yeah, he damaged it, but he drove it. He drove it.
The interesting thing, too, is if you watch it in the middle of all the chaos, the National Debt Relief Toyota, number 11 of Denny Hamlin's, is spinning.
Yeah.
And got free and through it. And
sometimes you just don't get hit.
Yeah. Yep. And the rest is, let's see what else we got here. Hamlin, I put, was at the start, he was 20th on lap 96. He was 8th at the end of stage 2. And then the rest is pretty much.
Yeah, I'll be honest. When I saw him at 8th, and I saw the attrition, and I saw the names that were up at the top, I was like, "Oh no."
Yeah, I was going to ask you this, man. If the attrition doesn't happen, you don't think the race plays out the same?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Tyler Reddick has given us no reason to believe that his car was going to get better as the race goes on.
Yep.
So we've kind of seen him run strong and then sort of fade recently when he's been finishing races, which is every race except for this one. So I don't know that Tyler Reddick, from what we've seen recently, is necessarily a problem. I think Christopher Bell's a problem, and I think Chase Elliott was also a problem. So I don't know.
Eric Jones in this race. I know
Eric Jones was a problem, but he was there at the end.
But he was there at the end, and he was there at stage 2. He finished.
But Denny, let's also not forget, like, Denny ran away with that race.
Yes, yeah.
By the time the race was over, he was over 10 seconds in the lead. I mean, once he got the clean air, it was absolutely over. There was nobody that was going to touch him.
That's where, like, I was talking about where the dry spots of that race was, because they were just trying to find people to talk about. It was like, there's a race there.
Yeah, so, like, I watched the race later. I had it recorded, so I would fast forward through commercials and stuff like that, right? And I had messed up, and I saw who won the race. So when I saw that he got the lead, I watched it for like 10 laps, and he was pulling away. And I'm like, all right. So I sort of start fast forwarding, just looking for like smoke, smoke, yellow flags, restarts, something like that. Nothing happened. It was just, we had this chaotic race, and then
clear one. There was almost one. I forgot who it was. Somebody got up, and everybody's like, "Oh no, that's not what Denny wants."
Yeah, and it was just absolutely clean, which is right in his wheelhouse, which is a nice long run with everyone else that has had clean air all day, just not able to catch up. And it's not like he was aero blocking them; he was so far ahead that it didn't matter.
Yeah, no. Once he got ahead and he checked out, and again, they were like, I don't know how much gas he's got, but apparently he's got enough because
he had plenty, didn't he?
He didn't slow it down at all or anything, and he's like,
I thought it was interesting that the not to speak out of turn, but I believe the Fords ended up doing better than what they were expected.
Yeah, because when they did qualifying, I think 13th was the best Ford.
Yeah, Buescher was 14th.
Yeah, 14th, something like that. It was 8 Toyotas and 5 Chevys.
Yeah, so, Joey got 7, Blaney got 8, Buescher got 9, Austin got 11. So no higher than 7, and how about Joey Logano is the highest Ford yesterday? Hell, even Josh Berry got 15th.
Yeah, he finished the race, man. Joey,
hey!
Buddy.
Can someone please give Noah Gragson a car? A real one?
I don't know if he'll ever get a chance at another one.
I know. I just want to see it. I want to see if he can actually do it or not.
I mean, I do wonder this though, man, and this is a serious question. Like you watch Corey Haim drive, and I get it. He's in the '67. It's a extra or satellite car for 2311 right now, or whatever you call those. It's not a satellite car. I'm sorry, it's just an extra that they race.
It's open
every
car.
once in a while. What is it?
It's an open car, right?
I guess it's a 2311. I guess because they got to it's got to be in inside. But he's usually all like the. But when I watch him run that car, it really looks like he's more comfortable in that car than Connor Zilic is in the '88.
Yeah. And I wonder how much of that has to do with the car that he's given.
I don't know.
I don't think it's fair. I mean, I'm not saying you're saying this, but I don't know that we can really compare 2311 and Trackhouse cars.
I can't believe that Connor Zilic has forgotten how to drive. And I get it. There's a jump in
It's hard.
cars from Xfinity at the time that he did last year to here. But like I can't believe it's that much of a or like and again, I get it's Michigan. We saw AJ Allmendinger spin out there. We saw, a couple other, veteran drivers do it as well. But there's got to be a difference in the setup, or like, are they setting the car up for him, or are they setting the car up for what Trackhouse thinks is the right for the car? Like I don't.
I have no idea
how he's loose going in, and like you had a practice.
Does he?
How are you so off on a setup for a driver that you're wrecking 4 laps into the race?
Well, I think part of it also is you don't know what to tell people you need. Right? Like, so, example, we've got Riley Herbst is in his second year, right? Last year looks very similar to what you're dealing with Connor Zilic. You're learning the car. You know the tracks, but you're not used to the length of the laps. And I know it's 33 to 39, but it is a longer season, right? Like you don't have all the breaks. It's a grind. But what you've seen,
when you're wrecking and not finishing, and the DNFs are piling up,
right? And when you're DNFing, which means that you're qualifying early, which means that you're generally ending up in the back of the pack. And when you're in the back of the pack, it's hard to climb, and then it's hard to get out of that hole, right? But we've seen growth from Riley Herbst this year.
Yeah.
At one point he was running top 10 yesterday, and I think he ended up 12th, 13th, something like that. And we've seen more of that consistently. Yeah. We see Riley Herbst running in the 10 to 15 range, I feel like, every race.
And another one, too, is Zane Smith.
Yes.
I know he's got tape, but he was running well in this race, and he did well in Nashville. I mean, like, you're seeing growth in a lot of these younger drivers. And Zane Smith does not have the car that Riley Herbst has.
No.
So.
No.
But but again, I look at Connor Zilic, and I'm wondering, like, is there frustration there to where it's you guys aren't setting the car up the way I need it, or is it just like because it's again, if you're Connor Zilic at this point, you can't go in there and ruffle feathers because, as you said, he doesn't really know what he needs for the car technically.
Right, he doesn't know what to ask for.
Bust in and be like, "Hey, you guys, this and that." But to me, like, and again, I complete ignorance here. I'm a fan of NASCAR. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not anything on this end of it. But 4 laps in by yourself and you're spinning, it just doesn't feel like you're setting this car up for your driver. It feels like you're setting it up to say, well, this is what SVG's doing. This is what Chastain's doing. Go out and drive it, Connor.
Right.
And that's not how Connor drives.
Right.
And it looks like it's becoming a little bit of a conflict. And again, I'm totally speaking out of ignorance because I don't know that that's the case. But you're 4 laps into a race, and I get it. It's Michigan and everything else, and everybody talks about it. 4 laps in, and you're spinning, and then 3 laps later, you rack again right into the – like, I just don't – I guess after you wreck once, you got damage to the car, so it's probably going to be even worse, as it goes around. But I don't –
And what did –
you're that much, and You had practice. That's the thing that I don't understand. You had practice. So at what point, where was the disconnect there? Like, what happened?
And also we had in Nashville, who blew the rotors?
Yeah.
It was Zilich and it was Chastain.
Chastain.
And SVG was driving different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wasn't set up on
different things, but
right.
So they must be setting up Zilich like the one.
Maybe.
Or at least the same equipment wise, until they can tell.
Well, I know that Ross was saying that he was driving SVG's setup at the road courses.
Well, no, yeah, I think they're all driving SVGs.
And if anybody else could get his setup, they'd figure it out too.
Probably Zilich is okay at road courses, so at road courses he could probably tell them what he needs.
Right.
He might be having a little bit more issue with the ovals, but I feel like he's okay at the road courses. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Hopefully everything gets figured out. But Denny Hamlin, back-to-back jacks. And this guy picked up the back-to-back jacks. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you
do
did.
You have the points? Or are we
let's
you in the
see.
bad spot here? Because I do not have them all.
No, so let's do it right now. All right. Do you have the race results up?
I can.
All right. Go back to Nashville.
Okay, hold on. All right, so we got the results page up for Nashville.
All right, so Hamlin was first. What Chase Elliott do?
Elliott was 7th.
Okay, and Carson Hocevar.
10th.
Oy, all right. So you got 12.
I do have a question because at the very beginning, Chase Elliott was 5th, and then all of a sudden he got put to 7th. I'm not sure what happened there, but when the first timing went through, Chase Elliott was 5th.
I don't know. I've never heard of a penalty where you lose 2 spots. I don't know what happened there.
They messed up on the scoring thing. They had to redo a lot of bets, by the way. There's a lot of people upset because Van Gisbergen got a top 5, but they weren't paying it out because they said it was a mistake by NASCAR.
Oh, I saw that.
And then it turned into a big thing. But I won't fight you for the 5 points. I'll keep the points.
All right. So you got 12 points. You got 10, 1 and 1. You started out with 100, so now you're at 112. I had Reddick.
6th.
Christopher Bell.
2nd.
And Ross Chastain, he crashed, if I remember.
He's not in the top 10.
Yeah, just whatever. All right, so that's 1 and 5 and 0, so it's 6. I was at 79. I'm at 85.
All right.
So you just keep gaining on me.
That's it.
All right, and Michigan.
I'm not like Tyler Reddick, baby. I'm not letting you catch up to me.
All right, so let's see. All right, you had Hamlin.
Yep. First
Ty
place.
Gibbs.
I don't think he got in there, no.
And Mr. Busher.
Yep, that was a loser.
I thought Busher was top 10.
Did he?
Thought so.
Oh, 9th. Yeah, he did come back to 9th. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I apologize. Talking bad about you, Mr.
All right, and I had Mr. Briscoe, who I think was the only person I had that scored. He got like 10th or something.
Yeah, he was 10th. Yep. And your other guys were taken out in the big wrecks.
They were. Mr. Elliott took out Mr. Bell and Mr. Reddick. Yeah, I forget exactly what happened. I think the big one.
Well, he was he was the one that got hit from behind, and then the
Yeah.
car ran into him.
So you got 10, 0, and 1. So you got 11 points. And that puts you at 123.
Man.
And I got 1 point, so I'm at 86. Woo!
Oh, buddy.
It's not doing well.
All right. So now we got that. Just call me whooping his ass, and we're not resetting at the thing now. No way.
No resets.
We're going through the whole season. We're making this no resets on this team. All right, new episode. We're going to be doing new show. Part of the show we call it stock up, stock down, and one guy stock that's up. Yeah, buddy, Denny Hamlin. And Spencer knows no idea who I'm saying stock up and stock down is until he sees the graphic. Yeah, I've
No
not
clue.
let him know anything. This is just straight off the cuff. Denny Hamlin, the last 2 races, has won both of them. Easy person to be stock up. Stock down, the person that he's chasing, buddy, or that he's chasing down now, Tyler Reddick. The last couple races, DNFs. You saw frustration yesterday. It's like opposite ends of the spectrum, which to me is very interesting because Denny is the owner of that team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said, when I'm in that car, the 11, I'm giving it my all for JGR. And you're watching this happen and play out, and, man, I'm wondering if this is the year for Denny, man. I mean, look, there's no going to be wins and ends in this thing now. But, again, once they reset, that's going to be the closest point to where somebody, and everybody's saying, like, you got to be probably in the top 6, maybe 7 to probably
Have a realistic chance, yeah.
Realistic chance, yeah. But we watched this, and, I mean, yesterday there was a 43-point. But, again, if you're not in the top 6 or 7, you're like 15, 16, you got to jump 15 other guys. So somebody in that 15 is going to finish better than you. So it's not like you're going 1 versus 2.
Right.
But we saw it yesterday. I mean, there was a 40, almost a 40-point swing for the finish yesterday. But hopefully Tyler Reddick will pick it back up. Your thoughts on stock up, stock down for these 2 guys? Easy picks this week for me, I thought, but we'll get a little bit better. I kind of just thought of this on the fly at about 6 o'clock.
No, you're good.
So I just kind of wung this together, I guess is what I said.
No, I like it. So yeah, I guess 2 race wins from the back to the front. It's pretty fair thing to say that you're stock up. Also, we see how NASCAR gets real momentum carries, right?
Yeah.
So you got 2 race wins in a row. I think he did have a third, right? Did he win earlier in the year?
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got 3 wins. Second in points. He does seem to have all the momentum. He is the elder statesman. He has a good car, and he has all the knowledge. So, yeah, I think it's a fair stock up.
And a cool tribute to Kyle Busch, by the way, too. With the 1 and the 18.
Yes.
The way they did it all, beautifully done, I thought.
Very good. Also appropriate for the tying of Kyle Busch and the 63rd win. Coming out and paying tribute to your longtime teammate. And, yeah, it was appropriate. It was good. I liked it. It got a good pop from the crowd. I think everybody enjoyed it. As far as Tyler Reddick being stocked down, I think that's fair. Stocked down from first to what? I don't know. But
That's where I was like, I was just having fun with it because it really is like, okay, what are we stocking? Because what now? He's not winning everything. Like, but I didn't have a chance to go back through.
Yeah, kind of.
Because the other person that I was going to put there really was Connor Zilic, but I felt like that's like adding salt to the wound is what we were talking about. Because in a way, it's like, how is he stocked down? Because he's never really gotten out of the bottom.
Yeah. So I do want to talk about Zilic again for just a minute. Because in the past, we had talked about Zilic as far as like, where's he going to go, right? The rumor is that when Denny leaves, Brent Cruz is thought to be the guy to come into that spot, right? And I don't see anybody else that's really going anywhere. I mean, Alex Bowman, but
yeah, I mean,
maybe the 48, maybe. But I don't know that from what you've seen, you're necessarily jumping up and down to do that right now. So, is Connor Zilic going to be one of the former, now O'Reilly's, former Busch, former Nationwide, whatever the hell it was called? These former lower champions that comes up and kind of gets left behind.
What's up, Marcus? What's up, buddy?
What's up, man? Yeah, like, I mean, Austin Cindric's at Penske, so he's still got a good ride, but, we've got Noah Gragson, who was a truck champion. He kind of is just in a ride that's not really doing anything for him. I want to see him with a real car one day. I just want to see it, see if he can actually do it. Riley Herbst, a former champion, was struggling, but he's doing better.
Quickly?
Huh?
Do you think Connor Zilic jumped too quickly to come up and? I mean, Again,
No, I don't think there was any. I don't.
It's Trackhouse. Should he have waited? Should he have stayed in it or O'Reilly Parts now, and just waited to get to one? Because to me, I think if he stays in Xfinity, keeps winning, you're gonna get a big name seat with one of the bigger cars. You're not going to. And again, not saying Trackhouse is small. They've been winning. They win here and there. They've done okay, but it's also been win and in.
Yeah.
So they're making the playoffs on that fact. Would they have made the playoffs if it's the chase?
Right.
I don't know that happens because Van Gisbergen, yes, he gets the 4 wins on the road course, but the oval last year wasn't as good as this year. I think he probably could because he's been running very well on oval.
All right, but if you're Joe Gibbs, right? So let me just throw this hypothetical at you. You're Joe Gibbs. You've seen what's going on with Connor Zilic. You saw what he did in the lower series, but you're seeing what's going on right now. And you also know that you've got a Toyota driver who is on his way out. That's in the family and that's improving. Do you, if you're really moving on from Alex Bowman, do you not just bring Riley Herbst over? You can't tell me that you're not seeing more success out of Riley Herbst than you are Connor Zilic right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you're bringing Riley Herbst to the 48?
I'm sorry, I'm mixing things up. No. Yeah, that's Hendricks. My bad.
You mean the 11 when Hamlin leaves?
No, because the 11 is, I think that's Brent Cruz. I think they're serious about that. I'm just making stuff up.
You've got Christopher Bell in the 20.
Right.
And then you've got
Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe in the 19, and then one more. Who am I missing? 11, 19, 20. Oh no, they got 4 cars, don't they?
I thought they did.
Why am I missing? Oh my goodness, this is my team, and I'm screwing this up.
Yeah, well, I just messed it all up.
Switching the numbers around now, and I forget who.
Oh, it's Ty Gibbs, obviously.
Jesus Christ, yes.
Yeah, they're not getting rid of Ty Gibbs, obviously. I got to think Briscoe is safe.
I got to think Bell's safe.
And I got to think Bell is safe. So, you know, I don't.
Basically, you're going to have the 48 car open, and I don't think at this moment you're replacing. That's what I'm saying. Like, would he have been better off staying in the O'Reilly parts and winning?
Yeah.
And moving up now, and I wouldn't say like ruining his chances, but like damaging his chances because it just looks like he doesn't know how to drive that car, the Gen 7 car. It doesn't look like he can. It looks like it's too much for him right now, and I don't know. Again, I said I'm not a mechanic. I'm a fan, but the eye test to me looks like the car is too much for him. Whether it's a setup, whether it's whatever it is, it just feels like there's a disconnect from him and what he did in the O'Reilly Xfinity series. Like,
right. And then the idea with Hendricks is whoever comes up next, they're thinking that's Corey Day.
Yeah.
So I don't know. At the beginning of the year, I was sure that Connor Zilic was going to show up, and that at the end of the year he was going somewhere in a spot with a big name. And I am not feeling so confident in that assumption.
He's not lost his confidence in driving right now with driving this team. Like, it just looks so different out there.
Yeah.
It's not what we saw from him. There's no more smile. And using a reference from wrestling, Shawn Michaels, he's lost his smile.
Yeah.
And it's getting those easier because I don't think there's another day off now until the end of the season. I believe all the day off, it's every Sunday now. Every Sunday or Saturday, you're racing. So it's not like you're going to get any
time to breathe,
chance to breathe and catch it and like, all right, here we go. And it just feels like it's really slipping away here, and hopefully it's not. But man, it really feels like it's slipping away. And I got one more stock down. And This is stock down on me, and it's this guy, Hurricane Hocevar. Took out half the crew, half the crowd, half the good cars. So just on my personal thing, I love everything Carson Hocevar does for NASCAR as far as bringing in the things, but like it's 86 laps. We're not even halfway. What are we trying to do?
Stay in line and
and then you had a great car.
Yeah.
It's not like you wouldn't have been able to get back through some of these guys. And instead he decided, I'm in Michigan, I'm in my home track, the people are cheering for me, and I'm gonna take it all. And the Hurricane took out the whole field. And that's only stock up and stock down because he gained 2 positions, by the way. He went up 2
Yeah.
positions. And that's just on my personal stock down, not anything else. Driving wise, he's got it. He's great for NASCAR to me. I think he brings that villain that we've lost because of, I thought, the villain role was Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin. It felt like for the longest time. Then they were villainized so long that now they're only almost becoming the baby faces and the heroes now because people want them. I know the Kyle Busch, rest in peace, but they wanted him to get that win. You know what I'm saying? They wanted that win. Now Denny's already said, I'm done after next year, and now you see the difference. Like, they used to boo the 11. Anytime it came within winning, it was getting booed. And now it looks like, and again, I know he's doing the KB tribute and all this stuff, but it feels like we need that back into NASCAR to give it that worth watch feel almost. Like, you don't know what's going to happen because you don't know what that guy's going to do.
You need a heel. Everybody needs a heel.
He's the X factor in a lot of races because he's going to make that move that most people won't now. And I know we've talked about this before. I get tired of everybody falling in line and we save our fuel. And no, I want somebody that's going to be like, hey, there's a hole. I'm going to take it. And it's going to work or it's not going to work. But at least it, to me, gives something action on the track that, to me, has been missed desperately.
I would have given Carson Hocevar a stock up this week. I know that he allegedly caused the wreck, but
legitimately, he should be stock up. He moved up 2 spots.
Yeah,
but I did that on purpose because, dude, you took out some good cars, man. You took out 2 of your point chasing cars were taken out because of Carson Hocevar, and you're going to give him a stock up?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am.
No. You're terrible at this game. All right, so now we've also got some this one coming up. We are looking at some fans and reporters from the Nashville race. This is something Spencer sent over to me. And Hootie.
Yeah, Hootie was there. He was at the Legacy. It was at the Legacy.
Doing a little
Legacy hauler.
And now it's not going to play. Look at that. Hold on a minute. I think I can play it from here. Is it playing?
No.
You're going to take my word for it, but he played a concert. And it was perfectly cut off because it's right at the part where he said, "The Dolphins make me cry."
I was trying to remember which one I sent you because he played a lot of songs.
Yeah, this was the one that said, "Dolphins make me cry."
I couldn't remember if I sent you Hootie or if I sent you Darius Rucker playing Wagon Wheel.
No, it was the
No, it was with the Hootie one.
Yeah, it was the Hootie one, and the ends with "The Dolphins make me cry."
I only want to be with you.
In Nashville, pop-up concert, and I wish you could see because there was a bunch of people back there at that hauler.
Yeah.
As the concert was being played, and of course I put them in wrong. So now the next 2 are really just legit not worth showing. I don't understand why it's not playing. Because the second one was going to be I think it was a beaver or something. What was that? It was
groundhog.
It was a groundhog. Okay.
Yeah, they got this one. As unlike the squirrel who became organic material, this one they caught. So the groundhog was saved. Hopefully he's back in the hill. I don't. Have you ever? You've been up north, right? Have you seen and like been around groundhogs?
I have not actually.
They are really cool.
Oops, sorry. I don't know if you heard that.
I did. I can see it down there.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I'm trying to get it on there. I think this way will work, and it'll just be us talking over it.
It's fine with me.
Get rid of this one. Oh, wait. I put it on the wrong one, but oh well.
The groundhog looks better than I do anyways.
Yeah, definitely. All right. And now we will put it over to here. And now we will listen to the talk from the track.
Groundhogs were that nimble.
This is really going to get good. He's got.
Oh,
All right, we're going to go.
Yeah,
break.
shovel him.
We'll keep an eye on the groundhog.
Still putting my money on the groundhog.
He's still on the loose. Why does this always happen? Oh, they got him. Caution is out.
Bucketed his ass.
Yeah, they needed that. The bucket works.
Wow, I didn't know they did that to him.
Did you see the thumbs up at the end? That was awesome.
Yeah, he turned around and gave him the thumbs up. All right, so that was that one. Actually, let me go back to the Hootie one now so I can.
All right.
And I think I can. Let me. Sorry, guys, I'm doing this on the fly. Let me remove this one. Oh, I guess I have to actually do that. Now I can share the other one. There we go. Sorry. All right, now I think I can do this one as well. And this is Hootie in Nashville. A little music from the great Hootie. And that's the wrong one. There we go.
You and me, we're gonna go to the world. You like to laugh at me when I look at a girl. Sometimes
I'm crazy, and I wonder why. Baby, yeah, the dolphins make me cry.
All right. So
Yeah.
that was the great Hootie. And now we got one more that I want to share, and I don't know why these things aren't disappearing from the screen. So I apologize. We'll do this. Now I'm going to try this, and let's see what happens here. And this is just because I did this for me, because I thought this was a great. Sorry. Working around all my tabs here I got open. This is not there. There we go. The great Cletus McFarland. I believe he got to say the greatest words in racing. And here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just have 3 things to say. Be like Biff. Do it for Dale. And drivers, start your engines. Ladies
And the craze of Cletus McFarland continues.
Yeah, I don't
And he
remember ever
finished
seeing
first.
anybody do it from the truck before.
Yeah, he finished the race. Oh, Kevin Harvick did it once from the car, right?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think the races when they retired, I think they did, if I'm mistaken. The one was here actually in Homestead, Jeff Gordon's last one. I think he did it from the car. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. I may be wrong on that. I was fortunate enough to be at Gordon's last race and Junior's race in Homestead.
It's nice when the race used to always end in Homestead, though.
Yeah. We're back, baby. We're back.
Back this year.
Back. All right, Spence. Let them know where they can get a hold of. Oh, you got something on the 11 though, real quick. I'm sorry, I did not give you the.
No, you're good. So, let me pull it up again.
Sorry.
So Denny Hamlin is the winning. All right, question, and it might be an obvious answer right now, but which numbered race car has the most wins?
The number 11.
It is, and I mean it's beyond Richard Petty's number 43. The top 5 cars are the 11, the 43, the 3, the 24, and the 2. Right? So, 2 car, we're in the top 5. I think the 3 and the 2 are somewhere at like 102 and 103 wins, something like that. But the thing with the 11 car is that there's no one driver that really stands out as having like the majority of those wins. In fact, nobody has the majority. Denny has about a fourth of them, which makes him the one with the most wins, now at number 63, because I believe he's won all of his races in the 11. He started there. So listen to some of these names, though, that have driven the 11 car. You got Denny Hamlin, Cale Yarborough, Ned Jarrett, which is what we're talking about, Darrell Waltrip. And then a lot of other people drove it. They got some wins, but it wasn't really their main number. The people that drove it where it really is kind of associated with them, even DW did most of his wins with the 11, just a good number of them. But when you think of the 11, as far as the dominant number, there's really 3 names you think about. That's Cale Yarborough, and that's Ned Jarrett, and it's Denny Hamlin. And, up until Denny, I think a lot of people would have said that Ned was the greatest driver of the number 11. I don't know. A lot of people probably would still say that because of the 2 championships as opposed to the 0 championships. But, Ned Jarrett had longevity too. So, I don't know. Just wanted to bring up the 11. Currently the winningest car in NASCAR, and it's not particularly close at the moment. And, R.I.P. Ned.
I didn't know there was that much. Okay, cool. No, I mean, I know there was a lot of, names that have driven the 11. I just didn't realize that.
Yeah, the 11's got some history, man. And next week we'll go over the 2. Anyways, you can find me at NoldOut87 on X. You can find me here at Talking Racing Now. And, you can find me hanging out on the Stanley Media House. So come hit us up.
On the Stanley Media House YouTube streets.
That's right. Oh.
What? Go.
Stanley Media House, where the door is always open.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so we got SS_Sports Talk on X, Stanley Media House everywhere else, and of course right here, Stanley Media House Network, for your racing, your wrestling, and South Florida sports talk. Make sure you hit that follow, hit the subscribe, hit the like. Make sure you go follow No Doubt on X at No Doubt
87.
87, right? There's no underscore, right?
No, there's no underscore.
No Doubt 87. It's that team that we love to hate, doubt that they ever win again, and 87. So make sure you check them out. And in the words of the great Spencer O'Neill,
Talking Racing Now!
Talking racing